Have you ever thought how it would be like if every NFL team was replaced by a new one? Well, that's this video for you. I am definitely not the expert, and today we're going to be exploring the world in which every single NFL team was replaced with a brand new one, and I'm talking about every single one. So let's go ahead and jump into the video, and we'll see exactly how the first season went through. Alright, as you saw from the intro, I went through and recreated, I created 32 teams to replace every single team in the NFL to create the Recreation Football League. This took 2 days of figuring out what team or names, cities or states, along with mascots and color scheme and just all of it. It took 2 days, and I finally did it all, and yeah. Let's go ahead and go ahead and start. So for this first video, we're gonna do a simulation so that we can see what would happen if I simulated 1 year into this league, then 5, and then 10, so on and so forth. We're gonna see what goes on in a league that's fully contrived of created teams and auto-generated teams, of course. We're gonna name off these 32 teams. We have the Salt Lake City Monsters. Okay, so I only think it was 13 characters for the team name and 10 letters for the team nickname. So I had to work our way around, change some of the original teams I had along with their names, but Salt Lake City, I just couldn't resist. It was supposed to be called the Salt Lake City River Monsters, but we have the Salt Lake Monsters, so that's all. I had to make this something was work. Next, we have the Chicago Magic, which of course are the Bears. Then we have the Wyoming Rangers, which surprisingly share Ohio State's color scheme. And the Brooklyn Vipers, which it will be part of the AFC East. We have the New Mexico Coyotes, which have one of my more favorite uniforms, so I'm gladly going to be watching them. Then we have the Philadelphia Pythons. Yeah, interesting color scheme, but it works. If you guys really paid attention during the intro scene of my voiceover, you'll see the Python uniform. Then we have the Oklahoma Panthers, another pink team. One of the reasons why Madden took out creative team was that they didn't like people making teams pink teams. And we have the Phoenix Rhinos. Interesting, huh? Then we have the Long Beach Bolts, which I know I have another LA team here, when Long Beach is really just an area in Los Angeles, but hey, it deserves its own spot. Next, we have the San Jose Bruins. You know, back on the Bolts, they were originally supposed to be called the Long Beach Blaze. However, there wasn't a really good fire or anything close to relating to fire for a team logo, so I just went with the Bolts. I've used that Bolt logo before on a previous team, so yeah, it works out. Then we have the Birmingham Bulls, which basically have the Dallas Cowboy colors. So if you're a Cowboys fan, here goes your Dallas Cowboys. Then we have the Miami Crocs, which I basically just use the Miami Hurricane color schemes on. You can't see any orange, but trust me, you'll see it in the uniform. Then we have the Baltimore Pirates, part of the AFC East, with the, you know. And then we have the Maine Cougars. I was running out of places, so Maine was a random city I just chose. I like the color scheme though. Then we have the San Antonio Broncos. We needed more Texas teams, so here we go, San Antonio. And then we have the Maryland Bandits. I don't really have much to say from here on. We have the Austin Cavaliers. They were originally going to be called the Austin Centurions. However, Centurions didn't fit. Go figure. They have the Birmingham. They have the NFL Europe team here of the Centurions, and they have a Centurion logo, but Centurions doesn't fit in the nickname. So, yeah, we have the New Jersey Generals, obviously of the AFC East. And we have the Detroit Bulldogs. We have a Detroit team, so Detroit Lion fans, you can still suffer. Then we have the Iowa Miners, which is basically just the Iowa State colors on the this Iowa team. Then we have the Charlotte Hawks. I really like their color scheme too. The black and gold really work with this team. Of course, you know where they're at. Then, of course, the Boston Colonists. Oh, I wonder what team they replaced. Oh, wait, it says it right there. The Las Vegas Dragons. Another... So, some of these are actually suggested by a few friends of mine, one of them being Wildcat. Not the Wildcat, this Wildcat. And I've got... you'll see the credits down below, so you can go check them out, because they also have YouTube channels. But, yeah, this was one of their suggestions. Oh, we have the Los Angeles Asteroids. So I was originally going to use that as the Blaze logo, but I needed an asteroid type of thing, and this comet logo was the closest thing they had. So the Los Angeles Asteroids. Now we have the Louisville Bats, and the reason I chose Louisville and Bats was supposed to be a play on words, because, you know, Louisville Sluggers. It's a bat. It's a play on words of the Bats and Bat. And another thing is that their color scheme, well, the green just came out of nowhere just so it wouldn't look just plain and brown. But, you know, bats are kind of brownish, woodish, you know. Closest I could get to. It was the closest I could get to. Then we had the Wichita Tigers. I just threw a Kansas City in there. We needed a Kansas team, so there we go. We have Wichita Tigers. Now, the Mexico City Eagles. Now, they were originally supposed to be called the Mexico City Golden Eagles. However, Golden Eagles didn't really fit, as I explained earlier. So we have the Mexico City Eagles, but I really love their color scheme and uniform. The Honolulu Warriors. So I couldn't really find a good warrior type of logo, so I just went with a W. You may have noticed that with the Iowa State Miners as well, that I just chose the letter. I was literally just copying Iowa State for Iowa. And we have the Honolulu Warriors, but the W for Warriors. I like their color scheme too. Then we have the Pittsburgh Airmen. I mean, obviously you can tell who they're replacing, not just by the city name, but by seeing Bill Cowher right there. Kubiak! Anyway, we have the Tallahassee Knights. I really like their color scheme. I like a lot of the uniforms and color schemes I've made for some of these teams, so yeah. The Memphis Sharks, of course, replacing the Titans, because you see Jeff Fisher down there. And I think we have two more teams, one more team after this one. We have the Minneapolis Red Devils, so we can still have a I can't even make the joke. A Minneapolis Miracle. Oh, that was the last team. So here we are, all 32 teams to take place in this custom league, otherwise known as the Recreation Football League. So we're gonna do several simulations. We're gonna do a 1-year simulation to see what happens after a year of this custom league, and then we're gonna do 5 years, and then we'll do 10 years. But before I do the 5 years, I'm gonna do another year, and then another year, and then I'll do the 5 years, and then 10 years, and we're gonna see what happens since then. So let's go and start the franchise, and we're gonna see how this goes because this is I haven't done a simulation thing before, but I've always wanted to. I've always wanted to do Oh, I'm just gonna talk over the guy. You're not even gonna hear them because I'm gonna mute the thing anyway. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna skip training camp because I don't give a fuck. So we're gonna go through our first. We're gonna simulate the halfway through the season, which means we're gonna go to week 8. Oh wait, no, this is the preseason. You know what? Let's go see how the preseason goes. Let's see how many teams get their asses kicked throughout the months. Oh gosh. Oh my god, I'm already seeing I saw 58-7. It is not looking good for some teams. Woohoo! Someone got shut out. Oh, another shutout. We had 2 shutouts. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the standings. So we have the Vipers, the Dragons, the Birmingham Bulls, and the Pittsburgh Airmen all undefeated. And look at the Vipers. Look at their points for and points against. Oh my god. We have the Cavaliers going 2-1, along with the San Jose Bruins, Colonists, Bolts, Bats, all going 2-1 as well. And we go down to the Coyotes and Memphis Sharks, all going 1-1. They were the 2 teams that tied against one another. So the Knights, Rangers, Pythons, Pirates all go 1-2 in the AFC. And the New Jersey Generals, very realistic to real life for New Jersey. Well, they're 6-2 right now, so they're not that bad. But they're 0-3. Now we go in the NFC. We have the Crocs, Broncos, and Panthers all 3-0. I think it's pretty obvious what teams I made all Madden. Then we have the Iowa Miners, Bulldogs, Bandits, all going 2-1. Then we have the Chicago Magic, Los Angeles Asteroids, and the Wichita Tigers all going 1-2. Then we have the Minneapolis Red Devils, the Mexico City Eagles, the Charlotte Hawks, the Cougars, the Phoenix Rhinos, and the Honolulu Warriors all going 0-3. So I think it's pretty obvious which is the weaker conference here. Well, let's see what week 4 has for us. Oh my, wow. 69-0. At least I got the funny number. 69-0. I want to see the box score on that. They scored 21 points in the 3rd quarter. See the stats of that game? Oh, there they are. There they are. They had 19 yards of total offense. 324 rushing yards. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the regular season. So we're gonna sim halfway through. We're gonna make some predictions. Who I think is gonna make the Super Bowl? Well, after seeing Miami just completely stomp the Red Devils, my money's going on the Memphis Sharks, and not just because I'm a Tennessean. Okay, it's because I'm a Tennessean, but hey, I gotta show some hometown love. Not hometown, home state. Hey, yo, shut the fuck up. Sorry. Alright, so we're gonna sim halfway through the season. So I'm gonna go to week 8 and we're gonna see what happens to week 8. All right. Now that we're halfway through the season, let's see the standings now. So we have... I'm going to just do the whole NFL. Oh, I can't do that. It's not available to me. Anyway, we're going to start with the AFC here. And we have the Colonists, Cavaliers, Bruins, Dragons, all going undefeated so far halfway through the season. And the points for and after and points against is just ridiculous. And then we have the Birmingham Bulls going 5-1. The Vipers, Wyoming Rangers, or the Vipers are 4-3. You have the Rangers and Coyotes going 3-3. The Pittsburgh Airmen, the Tallahassee Knights going 2-4. The Pittsburgh Airmen showed promise in the preseason, but I guess that wasn't meant to be in the regular season. Then we have the New Jersey Generals going 2-5 with a bit of a better points for and points against rather than what they had in the preseason. Preseason was abysmal. Ooh, the Long Beach Bolts, Pythons. Oh no, my Memphis Sharks. And the Bats going 1-5, and then we have the Baltimore Pirates going 1-6. Oh man, they do not have a good points for and points against. All right, let's go to the NFC, where we have only one undefeated team, and the San Antonio Broncos. All right, and so we have the Iowa Miners, the Miami Crocs, and Panthers going 5-1. Huh. Of course, a very lopsided points for and against. Then we have the Detroit Bulldogs going 5-2, so they lost their most recent game. And the Asteroids, after going winless in the preseason, or was it 1-3? It was either winless or 1-3, but they're now 4-2 in the season with a very, very close points for and against. They've been barely coming out on top with their wins, but I think their last two probably sent their points against over. Oh, but the Eagles going 4-2 despite having a significantly higher. Same thing with the Magic. Both of them having significantly higher points for rather than points against. Then we have the Salt Lake City Monsters, who are undefeated in the preseason, going 3-3. And then we have the Tigers going 3-4 with a little bit more like an average, like same thing with the Bulldogs, having a more average points for and against. And then we have the Bandits going 2-4, and the Honolulu Warriors going 2-4, and then we have the bottom. Oh no, the Phoenix Rhinos have not won a game this season. But we have the Charlotte Hawks, the Maine Cougars, and the Minneapolis Red Devils all winning one game in their season. So I think the Phoenix Rhinos are the only winless team in the division. Are they gonna be just like the Browns and go winless for the entire season? Let's see throughout the rest of the games. All right, so we're gonna see these final standings before this final game. Oh wow, we have the Colonists and the Bruins both undefeated right now. We have the Cavaliers going 14-1, so it's obviously they both clinched the playoffs. We haven't seen the NFC yet either. Oh, so they claim they won their division. They also won their division as well. They have their spots in the playoffs, so we have some wild cards possibly in the AFC and the NFC, or maybe some even here. But we got the Austin Cavaliers, the Las Vegas Dragons, and the Bulls all making the playoffs, and we have 2 undefeated teams going in the playoffs so far. So let's continue and see. The Brooklyn Vipers going 9-6, so they could end. They're gonna end positive regardless if they win or lose the next game. Then we have the Wyoming Rangers, who could end neutral or positive if they win or lose the next game. Same thing with the New Mexico Coyotes, who have a even points for and against. Huh. The Pittsburgh Airmen going 8-7 so far. The Bolts making a big turnaround, because if you remember, I think they were 1-4. No, they were either 1-4 or 1-5 or 2. I only have 1 or 2 wins when we did the half season simulation. But they did a massive turnaround where they could end the season neutral. I'm rooting for them to win their next game. So we have the Tallahassee Knights going 6-9, so they won't be able to end positive, and this is where things are going to go downhill. New Jersey Generals going 6-9. I honestly thought they would lose more games. Oh man, they tried their best. Memphis Sharks definitely are not making the playoffs. They're either going to go 4-12 or 5-11. Yeah, we have the Baltimore Pirates going 3-12. So yeah, 2-13, 1-14. Oh man. Oh, the points for and against is not looking great. All right, now let's go see the NFC. Not a single undefeated team. Some teams went down because the Crocs were like number 3 in the division or in the conference. They went up to number 1. They got their division. They won their division, and the Broncos and Panthers both have clinched the playoffs. And we have the Miners going 9-6. They started off better, but they regressed a little bit. The same with the Detroit Bulldogs going 9-6. The Los Angeles Asteroids 8-7. Same thing with the Monsters and Chicago Magic. It was the Chicago Magic that were on top, and they digressed or regress. I don't know why I said digress. Mexico City doing a big turnaround as well. Same thing like the Long Beach Bolts. The Wichita Tigers going 7-8. Honolulu going 6-9. The Band is going 5-10. 3-12 for the Minneapolis Red Devils. 2-13 for the Hawks. 1-14 for the Cougars. And let's see if the Rhinos have won a game. They have not won a game, so they could end the season winless. Let's see what happens in this next week. Holy shit. I guess I'll enter my name for this. Oh yeah, we got to see some ending season stats. 26. Woo! I can't wait to see the stats of the season. I didn't even think about that. Quarterback rating. All right, so we didn't have any rushing yards, but we have a sack and a new passing touchdown leader. So let's see the final. Let's see what happened. The Colonists and Bruins both ended 16-0, but only one of them can finish the season completely undefeated. Yo, this was also the year that New England almost went undefeated too. Oh man. So they went 4-12. They did not win their final game to go 6-10. I mean 5-11. Oh, the Bolts ended up losing. Oh no. Oh my god, they clinched the playoff. They clinched the wild card. Bro, despite the Vipers going 10-6, they did not win enough games in their conference to warrant a wild card. But the Rangers end up clinching a wild card, bro, and a divisional title. So wait, does that mean that means they're in, right? Because they won the division, dude. That's crazy. And we go into here. All right, we have a few. It looks like the Chicago Magic, Los Angeles Asteroids, and the Miners all clinched their own playoff berth as well. Mexico City, let's see, did they win? They went winless. Oh no. Oh no, the devil, Diablo. We're gonna see, we're gonna look at some stats, of course. All right, and the NFL MVP will be Zach Willis. Is that supposed to be for Malik Willis? Going 4,861 yards. There was two. Oh wait, they copied names. We're gonna see oh man. Okay, so definitely for the series, I'm gonna have to mess with some names because we have two Zach Willises. So we have 4,861 passing yards, 55 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, 72% completion percentage, 303 yards per game, 32 sacks on the season. Ooh. Let's see who had the worst stats as a regular season starter. Ooh, no, here they are. 2-15 for the Cougars, 3-15 for the... Oh, and they were injured too. Then we have the rushing yards. We have some... Oh, wow, we have a lot of 1,000-yard... We have a lot of 1,000-yard rushers. Wow. Remember Pro Bowl rookie on the thing too. So we, of course, oh wow, they had a great running back, but they couldn't duke it out because I'm guessing their quarterback wasn't all that great either. Yep, their quarterback was injured too. Wow, who was the worst running? Oh yeah, because they're also gonna have some fullbacks too. So. Who was the number one receiver? Oh, 1,500. Oh, wow. Wow. I have a lot here. Whoa, did I see that right? 20 receiving touchdowns. Wow. All right, so 100 for the most tackles in the season would be Maurice Jackson with 142 tackles. 4 sacks, 2 interceptions. Wasn't really that great in coverage though. 4 forced fumbles, 2 recovered, 1 defensive touchdown. I don't know if that was a pick 6 or a fumble returned. Let's see who got the most sacks. Of course, that was, wow, Tariq Albright with 26 sacks on the year. But we'll see what happened. So let's go on to our first postseason, and we'll see who makes the Super Bowl. All right, so let's see who moved on. The Cavaliers sadly lost. The Bulls were the ones who move on, and the Miners defeat the Magic, moving on into the divisional round. The Dragons losing to the Rangers. Yo, these are where the scores are going to be a lot closer than they were in the preseason. But the Dragons losing, going 19-17 against the Rangers. Oh, sadly, Los Angeles does not move on. They will sadly fall to the Panthers in the wild card. So we have, let's see what happens. Okay, so the Bruins did end up moving on. So the Colonists defeated the Bulls 27-13. The Crocs defeated the Panthers quite well, 34-10, and the Bruins just smashed the Rangers, ending their Cinderella season 44-9. And the Miners, of course, were also destroyed by the Broncos. And now we move on to the conference championships. Let's see Which undefeated team moves on, and which of these two powerhouses get to move on to the Super Bowl? Oh, the Colonists defeated the Bruins, and the Crocs move on to the Super Bowl. Oh, wow. The Boston Colonists, we're gonna use their... We're just gonna go with their basic ones, but we're gonna choose the alternate away attire for the Crocs. We're gonna stick to Jack Del Rio's playbook. And we're gonna stick with defensive genius Andy Reid for our defensive playbook. Woo, the Super Bowl. I haven't... So, I've never actually been to the Super... Why is that so big? To the Super Bowl in the old Madden game, so it's kind of interesting to see how this goes. No, they're skiing, because they kind of had... Oh, wow, okay, so he was out. So we had Chad Stills, who's a Pro Bowl rookie. He stepped up in his rookie year and became... Wow. Who they got in their team, though? Oh, shit. No pocket passers, though. They also had a Pro Bowl rookie. I'm not ready to take it home, though. Jackson. Okay, that didn't work. God damn, this is a tall quarterback. Okay. Yo, we are going to the house. Can they get a pick six? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now this fucking thing has started in this bitch. Yeah. That might go out of bounds. No, oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna let it go out of bounds. What? It was still a touchback. In Madden than it is to pass. Ah. What? 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 Should I challenge that? I gotta challenge that, right? He was on the ground. I'm challenging that shit. He was down! He was down by contact! Down, so it should count. You son of a bitch. We're killing that ref after this game. I'll go for the field goal. He got it. Even though wins against us, it's only by like 2 or 3. Got this. Not even worried about it. Uh-oh. That wasn't even like enough juice. Anything else? How? Come on, bro.
of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings used to be so stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-whites. Play with the fire, you get.
Oh man.
Struggles became lessons well learned. I got his eyes that keep me grounded, that's for sure. Cause one day we gon' make it out this earth. Where's your worth? I'm sick of your talking, you got the wrong one. I'm taking your king and I leave him broken. If I am in second, it's after no one. Just give me a second to let him know. I'm the headline, the deadline. I'm ahead time, the rare kind. I'm a living legend, lethal weapon, master. The king is back like prodigal.
No wind.
I gave him time, it's been too long. Was silent calm, but now the storm. I'm not the one you can't ignore. I never politic.
Oh man.
Never fake the funk, can't perform for your empire. Snatch him out the throne, make them all fall in line. I let the clock tick, count down, cause I'm sick of your talking, you got the wrong one. I'm taking your king and I leave him broken. If I am in second, it's after no.
How? Why do you guys keep fumbling? The fact their team hasn't fumbled once really sucks. Well, our team has fumbled, what was it, 4 or 5 times now? No! He got stuck! Oh my fucking god, bro. Oh my god, and it's icing the kicker moment. No! I fucked up, I think! Oh my lord. Why was it gonna... Why did it do that to me? Oh. No, come on, dude. What the fuck? Oh my god. No. We're gonna lose. No way! Oh my god! I'm about to say, there's no ending cutscene for a Super Bowl? Gatorade bath! It crashed. Are you fucking kidding me? There's nothing worse than that happening on the final after an ending like that. You know what? Fuck it. I don't even know the stats, but the Boston Colonists beat the Miami Crocs and be the second team to go undefeated for an entire season. That was a 2-hour session. God damn. But that was it. That was it. 27-17. The Colonists win after a game-saving final play. 107 pick six. That just solidified the victory for the Colonists. Woo! Well, that was that, and I have to end it at like this, so because the game crashed. But thank you guys for watching. Of course, I'm planning to turn this into a series, so if you guys have any like suggestions, I'm already gonna add some players and change some names for this before I go full on with it, because it's not exactly a great thing to see duplicate characters across the team. So that'll be an interesting thing. In the comments, say which team you guys would like me to be a franchise with. Of course, I'll list every single team name in the description if I can. And from any of those teams, you guys get to choose who I get to be the game owner, the owner of, and do a full-on franchise and see if we can win a Super Bowl or not. So it's up to you guys on who I choose for the Recreation Football League series. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit the like button and share it with other Madden or NFL, football, whatever fans out there. But until next time, though, I'll see all of you later.